Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to our review on the Seiko ST-747 Guitar Tuner. I picked this one up as well as a Yamaha I'll be doing a review on. It actually came with my Denver guitar that I picked up the other day. So I got them used, so hey, I don't know how you want to figure out the numbers in that, but whatever. This thing actually sells for, I did a little bit of research on the net, for about 25 to anywhere up to almost 50 bucks depending on where you get it. Which isn't too bad, you know, and it is a good little tuner because it also has a pass-through system, so you can go in and then out and hook it in with your pedal kit. So if you want to have it, you know, on the floor, and you know, because there are guitar pedals that are tuners, but this, I mean, you could use it as a pass-through, and you know, away you go and out to your amp, and you can still tune if you need to retune while you're playing, that sort of thing, you know, in between songs, whatever. So it does have the pass-through feature. It does have a microphone built in. The mode is just auto to manual. When you're in manual, you just pick the note you want. Now this, I think, would be really ideal feature for beginners to use because they need to learn the whole E, A, D, G, B, and E thing properly, especially when tuning the guitar, because it can go really wacky on you when you're in auto mode. Every tuner does, you know, that's just the way they are. So if you're not used to, you know, knowing what the E note on your 6th string, for example, sounds like, that bassy E, this would be a great way to tune it properly, because your high E and your low E are both, you know, they're both E's, right? But you want to tune it so your low E is, you know, it's not tight as a drum type of thing, because that's when you start breaking things, including your guitar. So you don't want to over torque things. So manual mode on this would be good for a beginner, I think. But it does allow you to, you know, go specific, right? To an F sharp, you know, G, G sharp, A sharp, okay, D sharp. So you can do a little bit of tuning with it here. Your E, however, it's only going to allow you C, D, D sharp, so it's only going to allow you the E, but it will show that it is going a little on the sharp side, but you got to make sure that your needle goes into the middle, right? So, and you're tuned when it hits the middle. It's not going to stay there forever, so you know, you need at least a good couple seconds worth of green and you're good to go. You can change your pitch on this, so you're supposed to be in 440 for standard tuning, but you can go 441, 442, 43, 444, 445, 46, 35, which would drop you down, 37, 38, and 440. And of course you also have your auto mode, which is just automatic, so you know, you pluck a string and you start tuning. Now I've compared this tuner already against this little Ibanez one, because I use this little Ibanez one on my acoustic only. The only difference in tuning was the E string. The low E was actually a little bit sharp on this tuner. The rest of the strings seem to match up really well, so it's pretty close. We still have to test the Yamaha against it though. Anyways, so yeah, basic tuner, really simple, easy to use. Microphones here. You can see what I'm talking to. Sometimes it'll pitch up and down, you know, because it's got that mic there. Your side ports here, you got your in and output, okay, clearly marked, of course. Inputs on the bottom. On and off power switch, which is nice, and it runs off of a 9-volt battery, which is under here. So you're going to have a lot of battery life. Just remember to turn it off when you're not using it, because I don't think this one has any kind of battery saving feature, and actually the Yamaha doesn't either. But anyhow, so that's your basic on this. Just to give you a little tune-up demo. Like I said, my guitar is tuned right now to my Ibanez tuner, so I'll give you a little sample of getting as close as I can anyways here to the tuner, but this is actually going to register little lower, which is it's what it should. So only my top E string is out by a little. It's running a little flat. That's actually pretty good. That's out of the other tuners I have, like comparing the Korg to my other one, that's actually really good. So that's pretty close to this one that I have, the Ibanez. So that's pretty respectable. A little bit of flatness is nothing, you know, like virtually nothing. And it's just a matter of a little teensy little tweak, you know. So yeah, so not too bad. So if you're looking for a tuner like this, I'd recommend the Seiko. I'd recommend any tuner that's going to tune your guitar, really, but you know, for size wise, it's not overly huge. You know, it's only a couple inches long by a couple inches wide, and you know, maybe close to an inch deep. So it's not overly huge, but it's large enough too that you're not going to lose it too easy. My Korg, there's my Korg in comparison here. Let me just zoom out a bit. So my Korg's a lot more slimline, and my Korg has an input only. It doesn't have the loop output. So, you know, that creates a problem if I needed it hooked up all the time. Whereas this one here, it's got the loop. I can loop it right into my pedals and still output to the amp and play, do my thing, mess with my pedals, whatever. So this is kind of a little bit better tuner in that sense. With the Korg, I mean, this one here, I can calibrate, I can go by sound and note selects. It's a little bit different for programming features, but it's still a very good, accurate tuner, and I actually used the Korg to set the intonation up on my Cortex guitar. And I've done a tuning check between the two of these already, and this one here, all my strings run just a little sharp, even though they're all dead on this one. They all run a little sharp on here. So not a massive difference, but you know, little bit, you know. So I mean, none of these things are going to be equal to each other, you know. That's the thing. But it's nice to see, you know, as things progress, how close we can get. And so far right now, this Seiko is the closest to the one on my acoustic, which is this Ibanez here. These two are the closest to each other. A little bit of flatness on an E and the rest are the same. That's pretty respectable. So so we're going to test, of course, the Yamaha, and you know, against the Ibanez, and then we'll do a test of these two, but I got to wait till I get more batteries because I only have the 1.9 volt right now to share between them. So that'll be like another day. And there will be a lot more tuners that I'm going to be picking up over time for doing comparisons with, and you know, letting you guys know the prices of them, where I got them from, what the quality's like, and you know, blah blah blah, that sort of stuff, you know. And so then you can make, you know, whatever choice you want for tuners. So, but anyhow, that's it for this one. So feel free to leave your comments, questions, and I'll do the best I can do to answer them. FYI, if you are looking for this one right now, I've seen a couple of them on eBay, and I saw a used one actually on Amazon.ca. So if you're curious, other than that, you'd have to do more searching and, you know, find them. But pretty good little tuner though, not bad.